Here at Forever Found, our International Programs Department is dedicated to serving underprivileged populations, no matter where they are in the world. We currently have 3 international partner rescue homes located in India, Ethiopia, and Thailand. These partners go where others won't, taking risks to deliver kids from a life of slavery to a life filled with the love of Christ. By sponsoring a rescue home for a mere $35 a month, you are ensuring that the children who live there have their daily needs, including food, clothing, and shelter, met, and their education supplied. You are also creating an opportunity for more children to be rescued from slavery. At the end of the day, we have to remember that Jesus tells us, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers, you did it to me." We have a responsibility to our brothers and sisters in Christ who are suffering.
Forever Found local programs began 3 years ago in response to stories and referrals of victims of human trafficking right here in Ventura County. At the time, we were the only nonprofit in Ventura County specifically dedicated to fighting human trafficking. Local programs started with 1 part-time director and has grown to a team of 8 part-time staff and several dozen volunteers who build crucial relationships with young survivors who are otherwise falling through the cracks. We have 5 main areas of focus. Prevention through our SAFE team, which meets with at-risk young women. Rescue through our newly launched REACH team, responding directly to young sex trafficking survivors. And our law enforcement fund, which pays for anti-trafficking investigations. Restoration through our Survivor Mentor Program and our Holistic Therapies Fund. Training and awareness to educate and engage the community. And finally, collaboration through our participation in the Ventura County Coalition Against Human Trafficking and our partnerships with Ventura County Children and Family Services and local nonprofits.
At Forever Found, we believe in the power of truly seeing the value in a young person and listening to their story. Respect and relationship is the start of every healing journey. We have 2 outreach programs which meet with at-risk and confirmed trafficking survivors. The first is SAFE, Standing Against Future Exploitation. We need your help to expand this program, which meets with at-risk young people in schools, group homes, the juvenile facility, and anywhere needed. This program costs us about $100 for each individual meeting. The second program is REACH, Responding to Exploited Adolescents with Care and Hope. Our team members respond 24/7 to urgent calls from law enforcement, social workers, probation officers, therapists, and even parents who have just identified a trafficked child. Our team provides social and emotional support, toiletries, a change of clothes, food, transportation, and other needs to trafficking victims. We have responded to over 20 teenagers since starting the program in January, and we anticipate receiving more calls as we get the word out. These calls can last anywhere from 1 to 10 hours, and we need your help to sustain this response. The base cost for a REACH call is $200. Please help us to keep our children safe and to reach those who would otherwise be forgotten.
This program builds supportive relationships with high-risk youth, current victims, and recovering survivors aged 12 to 25 in the Ventura County area. The mentor team, which is 2 mentors per girl, focus on modeling wholesome relationships, encouraging a positive self-identity, teaching life skills, and introducing healthy life choices. Time spent together can be anything from helping with schoolwork, or going to a museum, or a concert, or a fun day at the beach. Opportunities that appeal to the girl or may not even been available to her in the past. Mentors give freely of their time, love, and money to their mentees. The only costs for Forever Found are carefully recruiting, training, and equipping our incredible volunteer mentors. Many times, mentors are the only people in the young person's life who are not paid to be with them. It has been a privilege in my life to spend time with the girl I've mentored for the last 15 months, and she has become a treasured friend.
With the help of others, Ted and I opened Second Story 3.5 years ago with just a single storefront. After 6 months, more space was needed, so we doubled our size by expanding into the next storefront. Then a couple of months ago, we expanded again into the third storefront. Because we consider ourselves a thrifty boutique, we only try to sell the best of the best. We give over half of the clothes we bring in to Hope of the Valley, and they pay us as we fill a truck. Battered Women organization picks up every week other items that we won't sell. Our store is totally run by volunteers, most of which have been there from day one, and we are always open to new volunteers joining our Second Story family. We give 100% of the proceeds to fight child trafficking here in the U.S. as well as India and Thailand. We welcome donations, but ask that they are truly in gently used, sellable condition. We sell clothing and shoes for men, women, and children, and household items such as pictures, lamps, decorative items, kitchen items, etc.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes at Second Story. There are countless volunteers that give up their time serving at Second Story, and I am blessed to be part of this amazing team of creative women that serve daily. Whether it is behind the scenes, sorting, organizing, fixing, and pricing, I, along with many others, get to stage the items that have been generously donated to help fight the battle of human trafficking. In staging, we get to play with the donated items and hopefully give a story or idea for their wardrobe, home, or office. We know that many of the items have a story of their own. However, at Second Story, we want to give them the story. Your items that are generously donated give us the opportunity to share the gospel not only in our local community, but around the world to fight the horrific injustice to men and women that are being trafficked daily. We serve together for God's kingdom to fight for prevention, rescue, and restoration, and sharing the gospel. On behalf of Second Story and Forever Found, thank you for donating your items and letting us continue to fight for the oppressed and for His kingdom.
What is different about this clientele base is that they don't want to go to therapy a lot of times, even though, they might have to. But this is totally different. It's fun. They're with a horse, they're working with a horse, and they have no idea that they're getting the benefits that they are. God's created these creatures to reflect our feelings. So if we come with stress, they get stressed. So, for example, we work on that. If the stress pops up in a girl, we do techniques that would help her bring her stress down, and at the same time, the horse relaxes and is stressed. Just as simple as grooming a horse and petting them and spending time with them. One of the physical things of a horse is that their heart rate beats at a slower beat than ours. So it's amazing in that connection of just heart to heart, of spending time and hugging them and connecting with them, that it automatically lowers our blood pressure, lowers our stress levels. The other thing is that we need funding. Funding is the most important part. It's expensive to house horses, it's expensive to care for them, it's expensive to pay for the insurance associated with this type of work. Probably if a girl came every week for a year, it'd be about a $3,000 cost. Most of the time, the girls that I'm working with right now are coming maybe 3 times at the most, because that's all our funding will allow. We're grateful for what we have, and we're grateful for that. A lot of our mentors also pay on their own for their girls to come, their mentees to come, which is wonderful. But it's an expensive enterprise, but it's just well worth it, well worth your dedication and your donation. We thank you so much. I thank you for the work that I get to do with Forever Found.